right, y'all. This is Kim again. Sorry, that kind of scared me. I had to turn the volume up. So this is Tyler Croy and Husni Ahmad. Husni is the one that Steve Sharilla threatened on one of the other videos, saying that he basically was gonna hit Mackenzie with a bat at the cemetery or something. And I think this Tyler Croy, he might be the one that came in because he had a Life 360 thing. I know there's a couple of Tylers in there. It could be him. But anyway, they're probably just going to talk about their relationship with Dom and Mackenzie and what they witnessed. But Usney is the one that was threatened against. So let me go ahead and play this one. That was the one that Plunder True Crime put up the whole hour and something video. She's got so much stuff in there that she's requisitioned from or FOIA'd from Strongsville PD. I mean, my gosh, she's got so much stuff in there today. Just more stuff about Mackenzie's behavior, being at a house party. Some girl got injured. She's got stuff about her basically threatening to kill herself. Anyway, so I'm gonna see if I can borrow some of her videos and maybe sprinkle those in here and there. But let's go ahead and let this play. Give it just a few minutes or a few seconds because it's like it takes a while for these to start up. They have to press record and all that. So give it a minute. Okay. So Tyler Croy, and there's the birth dates, and then the Houston.
Recording. Okay. So we'll just let this go. You pretend like it's not even there. We know why we're here. We're here because of Mackenzie and Dom and Davion.
Mm-hmm.
You guys were friends with Davion, I know, because you provided. You knew Dom?
And I know Davion. Yeah.
Okay, you provided the Life 360 information. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And you had texted him that night. He had responded to you at like 5:30, like shortly before. Did you talk to him?
5:35.
It was 5:35, and it was through Snap, I think, right?
On Snapchat.
Okay, did you respond or text with him or talk with him any other way? Because it looks like your next Snap was like 7.
It was at like 7:30, yeah.
Right, so you had no more communication. Okay. So let's go back to that night. Did you talk to him at all that night? Like at any of the parties they were at or any of that?
I was actually on vacation in Colorado, so I was just texting him.
Okay.
And then the reason I was texting him was because I sent him like a picture of when I was on vacation, and then his response was like, "Oh, that picture's cool." And then after that, I didn't respond in time.
Okay. So. Okay. Had you had any contact with Davion or Dom that night?
No, I don't think I had contact with Davion for the last 2 days before that.
Okay.
I can check my phone log, maybe it's still on there, but.
How long have you guys been friends? Just through school?
I became friends with, I've known Davion since I was in like middle school, but I kind of became friends with him this school year because we had a class together at the beginning of the year, and then I just like from there it just blossomed, I guess.
Okay. And now we're going to jump around a little bit. So let's stick with that for a second. Now, Davion was adopted, right? Did he talk about his parents at all? Did he have a good relationship with them? Was he living there? I know he was staying with Dom a lot.
I know more about his parents.
Yeah, from what I know, from like what I said, like spoke to Davion about, because I would always like pick him up and take him to school sometimes, and like at the end of the year. And he was I know he was staying with Bubba for a few months actually.
Who's Bubba?
Landon Turner.
Bubba was staying.
Yeah, he stayed with Landon Turner. He stayed with Don Rousseau for about a week. Yeah, and his dad actually dropped him off
there. Davion's dad dropped him off there at Russo's.
Yeah.
And he'd been there a couple weeks, you said?
A week.
Oh,
they were on vacation.
Oh, that's right. They were in North Carolina. Yeah, I'm with you. So Landon Turner's Bubba. How long did he stay with him?
A few months.
A couple months.
It was probably around like
out of
March, April to like May.
Yeah.
All right.
He stayed at Carl's house too.
He didn't. Did he?
Yeah, he stayed with them. Not like about a month, but nothing crazy.
Who's Carl what?
Kish, Kish,
And he was there for
about a month, roughly, give or take.
okay. Did his parents kick him out or did he leave on his own?
His parents had some strict guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
It was either just like,
No,
like
go ahead.
from watching porn or coming home late or
Okay.
they're very Christian.
Yeah, I did get that feeling.
So they kind of butt heads a lot, but I mean, I know the dad really loved David.
Yeah.
And the sisters as well, because it's blood sisters.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I just knew he had a lot of problems with his mom.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's understandable. He's a kid. Well,
He's
not
a
a
teen,
kid. He's
Roughly
19.
coming out of his teenage years, so it's just normal stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
But I know he had depression medicine and like
He did.
was prescribed a lot of stuff.
You know what it was?
No, not from the top of my head. But he would still take his medicine. He would still do everything he needed to do. He was always around us, happy.
Did you ever know him to talk about suicide?
No,
I wouldn't
No.
either.
I was very
Never.
close. Like they were friends with him. I was close to Davion on like a personal level.
Okay.
He was my employee at times. Because I managed Papa John's. They all worked for me.
Okay. Nice.
We worked at Chipotle together. I was a manager there. We worked at Five Guys for like 4 years.
Man, you've been at all the like good spots, huh?
And I think Bubba, if I'm not mistaken, in his video, he was saying that Usni, if that's who's speaking right now, he's the one that was giving Davion a hard time while they worked together. So you have to go back and watch that video. It's like all these kids are just like making it sound one way when they're in front of the cop, but then they're all telling on each other in some way or another. Anyway, just go back and watch it.
All the
Landon
best
Bubba
ones.
Turner.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you ever need some food.
Who doesn't like Chipotle, right?
I don't. I tell you
You
that.
don't?
Eat it every day.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess you get sick of it. That makes sense. Never heard anything about suicide. Okay.
No, he was even though he had a rough time in his house because his younger ages,
Yeah.
he always had a blast with us. He was always happy and smiling and laughing with us. He'd always create.
That's pretty much what we've been told about him.
Yeah, he was a really good kid. And he's
Did
not
he gamble on drugs?
Not a lot. Just
Not a lot.
your occasional because teenage smoking weed and that's about it.
Anything you guys say to me today stays between us and
Well,
the
we'll
other
get to the
detective.
other part, but I know he smoked weed.
And here's the thing: if you guys ever done things with them or seen things, we're not looking to jam anyone up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you everything.
Yeah. We're focused on this. If you unless you tell me you murdered someone, I don't care if you did any drug a month ago, whatever you guys did. I don't care about that. I may have a discussion saying, be careful. It's probably not the best idea.
Yeah.
I mean, weed is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Technically, it's illegal. Decriminalized, whatever we want to call it. Is it the end of the world? No. Should we be driving and smoking?
No.
Probably not. Right. So, I'm not someone who's going to judge you for marijuana. I don't care. Now
he smoked his weed and
He would drink at parties like
high school stuff.
you have a fake ID.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't remember him ever pulling one out, but if he
No,
did, I would
good.
be surprised.
I don't think he would ever even think of that.
Yeah, I don't think he'd
Okay.
think of
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So you did drink, but you don't know about an ID.
I mean, I
Okay.
saw his wallet a couple days ago. I didn't see any fake ID in there. I know I had his temps.
You guys have smoked weed with him
I have, yes.
Okay. And drank alcohol with him.
I've never drank alcohol.
Yeah, I don't.
No.
drink.
Okay. No, you don't. Either of you
No.
drink, just weed.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I'm just scared.
Weird enough. Not all Muslims follow that.
Yeah,
either.
not all of them.
Some
Yeah.
of them just
Cheating.
do their own thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where we are with Davion. Now you knew Dom,
Yeah. I didn't know him as well as Davion, but I knew Dom.
partied with Dom.
Not often.
Okay.
Honestly.
When's the last time you did? Would you say? I mean, Dom definitely smoked, and Dom was definitely into some other stuff.
In the winter, probably.
Wintertime?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know he would come to AAA and he would ask to hang out, but I just knew what that lifestyle was around. So I just never wanted to be around him. Him and his girlfriend, they were just roughly all around.
And girlfriend, we're talking about Mackenzie.
But Kenzie, I know from a lot of people telling me, and even her closest friends, that Kenzie and Dom used to fight all the time.
Okay.
And she
That is
used to
something.
road rage all the time. I remember someone told me that she dropped Dom off on the highway because they got in a fight. So she was just known for being that kind of girl in high school and as well out of high school.
Anger issues.
Yeah, they called her baby crush.
Yeah, what's that? Just because she smokes so much
She
weed.
smokes weed, and there's pictures on her Instagram, but I'm sure she took it down now.
Yeah,
Of
we've
her in
seen.
cars smoking weed.
Yeah, we have those. So she road raged, even kicked him out on the highway once.
Yeah, she just drove him crazy, and we just don't know how he dealt with it. And I mean, although he did bad stuff, I mean, he was still a human being.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, everyone has their demons. No one deserves to die.
Yeah.
Right? No one deserves to die. I mean, listen, I've worked in this city for 15 years. If you know Dom, you know his brother Chris. I've had
Yeah,
run-ins with
I don't know Chris as much. I just
So
honestly don't.
I've known Dom. I've stopped him on traffic stops years ago when he was even younger, but in no way does that mean somebody deserves to die.
I don't know.
Now, when you say people are talking, friends are talking, like who?
So I had Rosie Graham in my car the day of the memorial, and
Okay.
she told me personally. I should have recorded it, but I wasn't thinking ahead. She told me personally that her, Kenzie, Landon Turner, Davion, Dom, in Paul Berlin's house were all tripping.
Really? That day?
Yeah. Not on the day of, but like it was at the visual that I set up.
At the visual, they were tripping.
No, like they were tripping at Paul Berlin's houses. And then the accident happened.
Right
the
after,
visual
yeah.
happened. And then they said that they drove home safe. And you can probably see it on the camera. She said she passed by the site at like around 6 o'clock. So it had happened, but she didn't know. So she was driving back home. And
So Rosie drove by
and she didn't know.
and she didn't even know.
Yeah, but she was tripping. And then she dropped Landon off at his house. And her and Kenzie are both like really close because they're models
Yeah.
with each other.
Now, when she was telling you this, so she said that night they were hanging out.
I have Davion's like 360 as well.
Yeah.
They got at Paul Berlin houses around like 11:35 ish. I like remember these times most off the top of my head now.
So they got there, they hung out.
They stayed there for like 5 hours and left around 5. And the crazy part is, if you look at like,
And she said everyone there was tripping
every single one,
on
and
shrooms.
I guarantee you, it's shrooms or acid. I forgot which one it was too.
Do you know them to use acid?
I don't know Davion that he would ever do.
I
that.
know Davion has in the past, but it's like every like 3. It was like I think I've known that he done it 2 times before in the past.
See, Davion wouldn't tell me he was tripping because I was like somewhat of a father figure to him.
Yeah,
And he knew I would lean into him on all this kind of stuff.
Okay.
He knew.
Did you know them to use shrooms?
I didn't know about the shrooms at all.
I
knew about
believe it. Well, I believe it was acid. I don't think it was mushrooms. Just from what I've heard, like
That night?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it might have been mushrooms. They said, but Rosie also included that she didn't know Kenzie would have been fucked up because she took a nap for 2 hours.
That
If
night?
anyone knows,
Or that morning?
that night of.
Yeah.
So like if they left at 5, they were sleep. She was sleeping around roughly like let's say 4 or 3.
Who said she took the nap?
Rosie Graham.
Rosie said that, okay.
But I think there's like a kind of friendship of like, I'm gonna cover for my best friend now because they're gone.
Yeah.
And what's that gonna get us right now?
Because I don't know if this means anything about Kenzie, but Davion texted me at like 4 in the morning, like this time 4 in the morning. Because when I was in Colorado, that's when I first started texting him that night. Because he texted me at 4, and I was like, in Colorado, blah blah blah. Look at this picture, and then
Yeah, it's like mountains or
Yeah.
rivers, yeah.
and then he was like, you saw the text, probably.
Yeah,
And then that was it. That's when I
I'm
started
pretty
texting.
sure if you guys go on Davion's Snapchat and look at his memories, I can show you how to look at it. You'll find a video from that night.
Okay.
Maybe.
Davion was the guy that took lots of videos.
He was. I have to check and see where his phone is. I know Chris,
Because I know it
or
hasn't been
Dom's,
turned on.
I know Dom's phone was really damaged. So we're gonna try and download it, but I can write warrants
I
for
know
Snapchat, so
Davion's
Davion,
phone ended up back at the police station, so I don't
I think we have it.
because it shows us he came here at like 9:48.
Okay.
Can I like say this now too? Because I just don't want to like hold this in. But at 4, Davion also texted me that he was tripping. Like he confirmed it. I have a screenshot of it too. I didn't want to like get anyone in trouble, which is why I like didn't send it anywhere. But I want to say now.
Yeah, can you send that to us?
Yeah. Let me make sure I have
Dude,
it.
I had my keys, so it's hard. Now it's straining that target.
Check Snap.
Yeah, he said I'm tripping sacks. Well, so then he texted me after he said, "What are you doing?" So I was like, "I'm showing up in the mountains." You feel me? Then I sent him that picture, and then the timestamp it says 2 o'clock because I was in Colorado.
Is that trip and sex thing in the one you sent us?
No, I
You
didn't.
cut that out?
Yeah, I didn't want to get anyone
No,
in
I
trouble
get
or
it.
anything, but I'll just send this one out.
Yeah, can you send that?
Should I
But
send it the same
the
email?
thing is like
Same email, is it Zachy Hazoo's email?
Yep.
Yeah, send it there
the thing
too.
is, it's like they were doing that if Dom was and might have been sipping weed with Kenzie. That's what Rosie said as well.
Okay, interesting.
It's like if they were doing that, let's say Dom and Davion, Kenzie was doing it as well, and she went behind the car, and she decided to drive.
So you're under the impression that Rosie's trying to help Mackenzie at this point?
I think
So
all
if-
her friends because Landon's
so
dating
if-
Rosie, and Landon's trying to cover for Rosie.
Oh, Landon's dating Rosie.
And Rosie is dating Landon, and Rosie was best friends with
So if Rosie comes in to talk to us, you have a feeling she's gonna lie?
100%.
Okay.
She's gonna be too scared to say the truth. I mean, over the fact that she was tripping, and I have like direct messages on Instagram from her, and Paul Burlinghouse direct messaged me saying like, "What are you trying to do? Ruin my life?" I didn't respond.
You
to
still
him.
have those?
He deleted it right after. I read it, and he was on the conversation and deleted it. I have Rosie's like just telling me that I was creating drama towards Kenzie and like to stop it. And that she was telling her mom, like, please tell Houston to stop. Like he's creating like drama, blah blah blah. And the only reason like why
So you were chatting, hold on, let's back up for a second. You were chatting on Instagram, right? To like DMs?
yeah, it's a DM.
And he's able to delete it from his end, so it
Yeah.
leaves your end?
So like let's say I text Tyler right now. I'm gonna text Oh, you don't have to see that. Okay. Yeah, let's say I just text my friend, right? Or let's say this text message. I can unsend it.
So he unsent it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did it say?
It was just saying like, what are you trying to do? Ruin my life, like. And then it was like, if you come by my house, which I haven't came by his house, he's like, we have a Ring camera. So if they have a Ring camera, they have footage of that night when they were leaving the house. And these kids don't think when they say shit like that. So it's like, it's kind of good for us. So I guarantee you there's footage on that. And his parents also were not home that night.
Yeah, I know that.
And they didn't know that they were either doing any drugs whatsoever. But I have Rosie's, I still think. Rosie was just kind of saying, we were friends, we were good. And I sent her the visual invitations, like, thank you for sending for me. She's like, that is disgusting to say to a girl that can't move in a hospital bed. And so I have screenshots of what I said to Kenzie. And it was basically, Kenzie was responding to someone that was a hater that she put in her words. And I responded with saying, like, she was like, that was my boyfriend of 4 years, like I wasn't drunk, like blah, blah, blah. and I just put Davion question mark. Just asking about my friend. It's nothing like coming at her. Wasn't any bullying. Nothing involved. I'm old enough to know this. And she responded with saying that I'm a mess and that she's heard everything that I've said about her because we came to the police with the Life 360, and basically saying that I should lose her contact. She blocked me right after, which is not a problem. And then I responded with, I have the screenshots. So I responded with Davion question mark. She's like, obviously him too, but obviously Dom is affecting me more because this is my boyfriend of 4 years. I've heard what you have talking about and saying about me and Dom, and I think it's better off you just listen to. Leave us and our family alone. You're a whole mess now. Goodbye. I was like, at Kenzie, but she blocked me right before I can send this. And I was like, Dom was a good friend of mine. You know that yourself. Davion is one of my best friends. I wish nothing bad about you and wish you a fast recovery. Understand it was 2 counts of manslaughter though. Life 360 was all the proof we need. Because that is all the proof we need. And it was probably wrong to either reach out to her anyways, but like I was just kind of offended that she would bring up only her boyfriend when there were 2 people in the car.
Yeah, understandable.
And they were both my friends.
All right, let's go to. Let's dabble into Mackenzie and Dom some more. So they fought a lot. She had road rage. Did you
She
ever?
was known for going fast. Like she was known for just wearing her seatbelt as well. But she was just known for just driving fast and reckless. And Rosie even told me that as well. So a lot of information is coming from Rosie and just like past experiences. I've never gotten in a car with her myself.
Did you ever hear anyone, them, Dom, or any of them talk about suicide?
No. I know that Rosie said that Kenzie was talking about suicide. Like I have it on text actually. That was in her direct message. Say she said, or was she just talking about suicide? She said, this is disgusting to say to a girl that can't move in a hospital bed, but if at the time she's still texting on the phone, telling me how fucking depressed she is. Hope Kenzie doesn't kill herself. That's my next concern. We already lost 2 people, basically 3, basically, and she knows she fucked up. You aren't involved, and you do not need to sit there and rub it in her face. Do you understand mental health?
Okay, so she talked about it after the accident.
Yeah.
You never knew of her to talk about it before the accident.
No.
Okay. So we know Mackenzie was a crazy driver based on things Rosie and other people would say. Have you guys ever been in the car with Rosie when she drove?
I've never been in a car with
I've probably been in the Rosie car once.
With Rosie's?
With Rosie and her brother, because I'm best friend with her brother.
Okay, but not Mackenzie driving.
Never been in a car. I know Rosie definitely has.
So when you talk to Rosie, you think Rosie's gonna lie to us? You think Landon would lie to us?
He lied to the parents.
I don't know.
I don't know. He swore up and down the other day to the Flanagans that they were not under.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what the toxicology report, and that will come out and it'll say what it needs to say.
I had a conversation with Bubba because a bunch of like a group of Davion's friends that were close. It was like the football team, and then like the other group that he hung out, like me and my friends. And Bubba was talking to me and another one of my friends, and he was kind of trying like telling us like the night like what happened. And it sounded like what he said, like his own words were that he said like the police think that maybe a deer jumped in front of the car or something like that. He said that Paul was upstairs asleep. I think and he was.
He said Paul was asleep the whole night. But who has visitors over? And then the host goes to bed.
Yeah, that's weird. That doesn't make sense.
It sounded like it just sounded like he was. I don't think he had like bad intentions. I just think he didn't want anyone to get in trouble. But
Yeah.
that's just I don't know if that.
I don't know if you got like good screenshots of the Life 360.
Yeah, we have those.
If you,
I sent them all.
stations. But if you zoom in, like they were driving perfectly fine from Paul's house to the scene, and so if you zoom in, and like I can put this on like satellite auto, you can see them. So they're on the road, right? They're just driving casually, and then it's like normal, like you're just driving normal, and then you will start to see them swerving this way onto the grass. And then now they're on the wrong side of the road. So if you're on the wrong side of the road, your first instinct is, let's get on the right side of the road. They're not though. They stay on the wrong side of the road. So it kind of looks like road rage to me. And if you go down this road, it's bumpy. Like it's not like you're going 25, it's still bumpy. They go over this curb and they're on the curb. They get off the curb. Start to straighten up. They're going better. And now they get on the grass. They go over this whole overpass on the grass even deeper, get off the grass on the curb, still driving on the curb, on the grass again, on the grass, stop signs right there, over here. And to me, right here, if you like looked at the tracks and you guys probably have pictures of them, it looks like the person in the front seat tried to turn the wheel because of the fact they were going to go straight into a wall.
So what,
And it doesn't say she hard broke once. It was 90 miles per hour down that whole road. The only time she hard broke off of Life 360 is when the collision happened into the wall.
what, I mean, what do you guys think happened?
I think that I don't know if they're arguing or if it was just carelessness. It might have just been she was going fast. She could have tried. She was probably just being careless. I mean, I think it's established at this point they're on drugs. She probably didn't know what's happening. I know she had some like big. I don't know if it was on her car, but I've seen like on her Snapchat sort of like big ass like fuzzy steering wheel cover. And who knows if she just tried to like whip it around the turn going super fast and it just didn't turn. But it probably I assume it was just a careless mistake and it was just a preventable thing. It was just kids on drugs driving fast. But
I mean, I think that obviously the drug report is going to come back positive because they all smoke weed. So we're thinking from that standpoint. I also think that if they were on psychedelics and they took a nap, that could also still be a factor because psychedelics is roughly 6 to 12 hours. And I also think because of Kenzie's and Dominic's history that they were fighting. Because if Davion was on his phone at 5:35 before he died, not even like 30 seconds, why would he be responding about a view and not helping the car get back on track? Because if he knew something was up, I think Davion went on his phone to distract himself from the fighting. Although they were on drugs, they can also still be fighting with being on drugs.
I don't know if they're like fighting. Like no one will probably ever know if they're fighting or not. But it could have just been like a careless mistake. Like I don't think Kenzie, even if she was like at road rage or she was arguing, I don't think her intention was to kill two people no matter what. So I mean, I
don't think she tried to kill her boyfriend or Davion, but I think she was road raging down the road, 100%. I think she thought she could handle it, but with the
90
drugs,
miles an hour, going off-road several times, no braking.
That's what.
And so like, let's say the road limit's 35. So if you're going 35, that's roughly 60 miles that you have to go up to. On a Toyota Camry 2021 with turbocharge on it,
And a half
it's not
mile.
that easy. I mean, it's pretty easy.
You have to floor it. It's only a half mile.
I mean, you can make it. Because with that turbocharge, it kind of breaks it.
And no brakes.
And then we have footage of them going to Paul, like on the Life 360, we have them going to Paul's
I
house.
sent that.
Yeah, we got that.
They went to a house before Paul's house,
Mhm, we
which
know
was
about
Dom's
that.
house, and they went to a little gathering or party or whatever.
Graduation party.
Yeah, and that was at that house.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, me and Davion have gone to that house. Did I do drugs there? No, because I was driving.
Okay, so let's back up. So the house where the graduation party was at, whose name was that? Whose house
I
was
don't
it?
know who the house was. They told me when they wanted to go to this party, they're like, let's go to the party. I didn't want to go at first, and they kept encouraging me to go. We finally went, we played Just Dance in the garage, and I have footage of it,
Mhm.
of literally a video, me, Davion, and my other friend playing Just Dance. We drove them all safe home though.
They used drugs that night?
They were drinking, but I mean,
Drinking.
we weren't drinking. 'Cause, I mean, I was driving, and then they were in the car, but none of them did anything.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure that house is ran like by like 4 dudes that just kind of own it. I don't think it's like really an adult. I think it's just a bunch of kids that own it. By the look at the inside of the house.
All right.
But I mean, it didn't even happen there, so.
Have you guys ever hung out at Dom's house?
I never have hung out at Dom's house.
Never been to Dom's?
Just
Just,
the basement.
just the basement? Who lives in the basement?
No one lives in the basement. There's just some pool table down there.
To hang out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I remember because there was like, we went to like after graduation party, everybody was there.
Either of you been to Mackenzie's house?
I've never been to Dom's house.
Mackenzie basically almost lived with Dom.
Did she?
Times. I mean, she never was really at her house most of the time because her and Dom were dating.
Yeah.
Dom has his own house. Like, I know he was renting it from his parents, so
Oh, the one next door.
yeah.
So like his mom lives in the one, and the one next
Yeah.
door, he was living
was
at by
renting it.
himself?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know that.
But I obviously she probably did not know anything about the house.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you're a kid and you're throwing parties, and I mean everybody got home safe until they went to this Paul kid's house.
Um. Do you ever know either of them?
Oh wait, when you now that I think about it, when you said about has anyone ever thought about committing suicide? Rosie did tell me that Kenzie would say if Dom ever broke up with her, she'd kill herself. But it might be rumors, just like a lot of rumors that were starting up.
Yeah.
with all the kids. Because I wouldn't assume anyone would have. Sounds good.
Do you ever know either of them to sell drugs? They never sold weed to friends. They never sold shrooms to friends. They never sold.
I knew Dom would have sold weed.
Not
Not yet. No, I never did, but I knew he did.
Not to you guys,
Yeah,
but
not to me.
did you ever? Do you know who he sold to? Did you ever see him sell? Did you ever?
I've probably met him like 4 or 5 times in my life, but I never saw him do any drug deals, but I know he did.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I never even contacted him for any of that stuff, but it was just like when I'm at work, he'll come in and want to hang out. But he was always with Kenzie too.
Yeah. Oh, they were always together.
Always
Rarely were they.
Yeah, I think I saw him like twice this summer at a grad party, and I think I just saw him like out, and both times he was with Kenzie. I don't know how much.
We've heard a lot about Dom cheating on her and her
Probably.
cheating on Dom.
Yeah,
I don't know about her cheating on Dom.
I don't know. I didn't really
Him.
know either of them.
Yeah,
Him cheating on her is more likely.
probably. It seems like the type of.
How would he manage that if they were together so much?
I don't know. man.
Honestly, I don't know like how credible this is. Like
Just
speculative.
knowing Dom, it probably seems like Dom.
But
I mean, if he owns his own, if he stays in
Yeah.
that house alone.
We do a lot.
I think it was kind of just like she just would not leave him, like no matter what. You know what I mean? It was just like
Yeah,
no matter
he
what
knew
he
that.
did, and he just knew it, and he would just use it kind of. It seems
But
to
I
me
mean,
it just
I don't know. Dom wasn't really like none of the girls that I know really ever talked to Dom. I mean, I know some of his exes, but none of them kept in contact with them. Because I mean, they all knew Mackenzie was kind of crazy.
Is everyone
She's
know that,
crazy.
that she's like, is that
She's
what?
psycho. A little
She's
bit.
psycho. Oh my gosh.
One of my friends actually like dated her before. I don't know if it was like, who? Well, I mean, bro, dude, but it was like middle school stuff like that. And like one of my close friends, he's told me he's like she just was a handful. Like she just was a lot to handle, like dating her and just like being friends with her in a group. Like one of my friends said that they're in a group chat with her. And before school, she like called the group chat over and over and over and over, like so much you couldn't even open the group chat, and it was because she didn't know what she wanted to wear to school the next day.
I mean,
Like that was that's just something someone has said that she's done in the past. I don't
no
know.
one really messed with her too, because everybody just kind of respected Dom. And like,
Right? Yeah, I just
he
kind
had
of
a lot of friends.
stayed away from her.
Yeah, he had a lot of friends. No one really like out of my friend group. Never really talked to her like that, or at all.
So since the accident, you only had a few interaction with Mackenzie. You haven't had any. You've talked to Rosie
A lot.
and you're getting a lot of stuff through Rosie, but she's definitely defending Mackenzie
100%.
and she'll lie for her.
100%. And she literally sat in my car because she was crying. And I wanted to talk to her because I told Rosie, I'm like, I'm friends with your brother. We're really good friends. I've known him since elementary school. I'm like, if you know anything about Kenzie, you need to come out with him. I'm like, I'm protecting you now. I told her, I was like, that's up to you though. I was like, you know the truth more than anyone. We were with them the whole entire night. You spent your last hours with them. I'm like, if you know anything, protect yourself and tell the police, tell me, and we'll get it taken care of. But you can't just hide it. You gotta tell everybody.
And what she said.
She was just like, I mean, I don't know, like she's a good person and we just don't know what the tests are gonna come back. Like she seemed fine, Houston, she seemed fine. Like I asked them if they were okay and they said they're okay.
Okay. I think that's all I got.
And hopefully that helps you guys out.
Yeah, yeah, that helps. Let me.
All right, so that's the end of that one. So we got a little bit more insight to what was going on with Mackenzie and Dom and all these other people. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.